please, 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 if you take anything from my channel, you always play the least amount of cards your deck is allowed to have. And the reason is, I guarantee you, also playing a lot of weaker cards. If he has this many cards in deck, you know, instead of just having all good cards, because he has a bunch of extra ones, he's gonna have a lot of like really weak spells that don't really do anything, or units that are just understated. You never want to do it. On to the third week of Land's Edge. Hopefully we can continue the great record. We're at 15-5 right now, which is on pace for fantastic record. So I'm hoping we can continue this. So we're gonna get straight into it with a legendary out of the most recent set. So I'm excited to see what we got there. But our deck's pretty good, I have to say, and I don't get to say that too often. So let's see. We got Sindar, the Corruptor. Amazing legendary. Really sweet card. So even if we don't end up using it, I'm happy to get that legendary for my collection. So let's see what we get. Anything of note here? Peacekeeper's Helm's pretty good. Okay, Fiery Fissure, really good removal spell. 5 power for 4 damage. I guess not really good. If it was a fast spell, it would be better. Nice flyer here. Jack's Choice. Once per turn, you may pay 3 to draw a sigil of your choice. After the third use, sacrifice, play Guard Tower. What a interesting rare that is. Very slow. So 15-5, we're landing at 262 right now. I don't mind that. Let's see where our deck is and if we opened up anything we want to add. So we're Praxis, that's what it was. So let's see, we got a second Commando here. We got the Fiery Fissure. Another Ruin. Give one of your units +2/+2 and put it on top of your deck. So an interesting way to save your unit and buff it for one. That's pretty interesting. Second, Telekinetic Shackles is also really good. That card's been a blowout a lot of the times we end up drawing it. Nothing else I am feeling out of that. So maybe do we have a weaker 3-drop than just 3 cost 3/3? Almost like a 3/3 better than the 3/1. So we'll put him in. I like keeping Nurturing Sentinels because we do have a lot of bigger creatures, bigger units that we want to get to. Yeah, maybe we could take that guy just out for the 5 cost 4 damage. And then Envelop was a pretty mediocre 1 cost thing, so we could remove 1 Envelop, put a second Telekinetic Shackles, and then I think Envelop's probably better than Meditation, but it's something we can think about as we play more games. Let's see, do we have a better 2-drop than this 1/3 with Charge? I would love to get that out of there. Nothing. We'll run it like that. If we find we aren't drawing enough units or something along those lines, then we can consider taking back out Fiery Fissure. Okay, straight into it. Okay, so this is pretty meh. The thing I will say, we do have our time influence, and since we are on the draw and we at least have 2 sigils, I'm willing to keep this. Basically, right, our worst sigil draw is a time sigil. That still lets us play Nurturing Sentinel, which can get us another sigil. And we got there anyways, so Hip Shot on the top, we obviously can't cast it, which is disappointing. Okay, that thing can be very annoying.
We found
We'll play him and pass. I'm more inclined to be defensive with this deck rather than aggressive. He got there right off the bat, huh? Okay, no blocks here. We'll take it. So, unfortunately, we need to play our Primal Sketch like that. Jeez, 2 hip fires, or hip shots, I can't deal with that guy. Let's see our options here. We can play Nurturing Sentinel, which can hopefully block the stealth guy, and that gets us... Actually, we can't block with it if we want the sigil. We could just use the shield. That gives them enough to block. That's very mediocre. We'll just rattle off the removal. That's brutal. Okay. So he wasted our turn and a card to not do anything. That's pretty rough. We'll block there. We don't care if he has a combat trick. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to come back from this. I guess now we fire off another hip shot. We're gonna take another 4. Not looking good, but the fact that he missed his play here is huge for us. I don't know why wouldn't he attack there? He must have something strange. Why would he not attack? Very confused. Oh boy, that's basically game. Okay, we need a good draw here. Silence unit, deal 2 damage to it. That doesn't do anything for us. We can play Nurturing Sentinel. We can kill this guy. That's going to give something +4 power. That's pretty annoying. I feel like we can have a better target. Even with our opponent giving us that free turn, I think the turn we used that first hip shot just demolished us. We fell so far behind. Okay, here we can have a good turn. We can Searing Strike his guy. Play the 3-cost unit. That can block his 4/3. That can block the 2/2. Get in for 1. Every point matters. So now we need one of our... If we start ripping our stronger, higher cost units here, we can very easily start turning this table. I think we finally stabilized this board. I don't want to talk too soon, but... Okay. 4/3 to trade here. We'll put the 1/3 in the way of the Rolling Fog just in case he has some trick. Wow, that was really good for us. No decisions here. We play our Stranger and pass. Definitely not what we want right now, a 2-drop. Come on, we got a lot of goods left in these 30 cards, and I'm sure our opponent does too. Okay, let's. So if we attack with a 2/3, he can double block with any of his. Yeah, that seems bad to me. Guess we'll just play this bounce back as 3/1. It just buys us more time. I don't even care if he... I hope he amplifies with that. That doesn't really give him any attacks if he does, and it wastes his whole turn almost. Oh, thank God, yes. Okay. Yeah, our opponent's starting to misplay here. He's just playing too aggressive, right? He's like shrinking his board for no real good reason. He could deal 1 damage to 2 things here, but I think this is just an attack with a 2/3. He'll take it. We pass the turn. Keeping 1 sigil in hand. I think we have some plunder in the deck. Maybe not. That was really good. Okay, now it's time to draw our 6-drop here. Okay, right on time. Play Populous Controller, and we don't have any attacks here because this guy can eat any of our units. Our opponent's got all this stuff in hand. What the hell is it? That is not what we wanted to see. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a great plan to me. We basically need a way to deal with this flyer. It's as simple as that. We either lose or we find a way to deal with it. Okay, this seems strange to me. So a block here. If he has Iona's Fury, we're kind of screwed because I need to envelop his flyer. I don't think he's got it, though. I could very well be wrong here, but now he has to choose between Iona's Fury. Okay, that's fine. Now, if he doesn't have a sigil, he can't play his 6-drop. Okay, we need some good pulls here. That was not it. We need something to deal with that flyer. I'm not even sure what we have that could deal with it. Okay, we sacrifice our weakest... Wait a minute. Guess he really wanted that power burst, but I'm not gonna not take that. Okay, so we can play this and play the Mystic Embers. How much? plays 3 1/1s, but I guess one of them get through since I have to attack with this guy. Okay, we'll play, activate it. Attack with everything. Almost everything. Wait a... Okay. Pass the turn. I left back 2 blockers, 1 for each of his ground units. We can stall him forever. Oh boy. Okay. So now we just need to hope we can steal this from him. We need a good draw here. That 4 damage spell. Okay. We need to really think about this here. So play this. We need to win in the next 2 turns here. So we attack with everything, and I can play the 6-drop, the 2-drop. Oh man, we need 1 more power here. So I think we're playing 6-drop no matter what. Oh, these aren't going to draw anything anymore, so I don't need to worry about playing that before I do anything. We attack with everything. We let that happen. Now, we play... I think this is right, because it has Overwhelm, and then the 2-drop, pass a turn. That gives us blocks for his 2 guys. Okay, that's fine. Telekinetic Shackles. And if he doesn't have anything here, of course. Okay, we have to attack with everything. Let's see. 1-2 on the 7-5. But math is for blockers, so he's still dead that way, so he has to go 2 on there. He's blocking the 3-1. Yep, that guy goes there. Yep, and then he also has to go on the Goliath. That's game. 1-2. Oh my god. Was that the biggest comeback ever in the Eternal League? Let's go! Okay, what do we got here? 1 sigil that's that's depleted because we don't have any other sigils. Obvious redraw there, I mean. Okay. We're going first. We do have 2 drops. This is sketchy. So we don't have a 1-drop, so we'll just lead with our 2 faction thing, rather than try anything fancy. Okay, play our 2-drop. We have the 1 unit in our deck that actually gets the buff from him. But, oh god, not like this. Oh, we got the Searing Strike, though. And I am going to fire this raid off on it just because we need the additional maximum power. And then we'll attack because Justice Shadow doesn't have charge units, so... Oh no, that gets rid of our... Okay. That sigil was so important to us.
You are cleared to ride.
Okay, we get another sigil here. We play our 4-5, pass the turn. The most mana efficient thing. And now we need one more sigil, and then I'm pretty dang happy. So give one of your other units +2/+2 while I have them. It's pretty dang good. Okay. I'm going to fire off. Just, we can't be taking 7. So we will block there. Land, okay, no sigil. I guess leaving this guy back lets us block the 2/2, and saving any amount of health here helps. Okay, we just need one sigil and we're golden. Because both of our sandworms trade for his giant guy. We take 7.
We strike from the shadows.
This is getting scary. Man, one more sigil and we're golden.
Don't try to run.
Stunning unit. Okay, that was really good for our opponent. Okay, we're gonna take it one more time. Damn. If he wasn't stunned, we'd be able to use a double block and then shackles. That's pretty disappointing. Let's see here. So I think we block like this. And then we'll telekinetic shackles those two. That way, if he does have some sort of fast spell here, he doesn't get any use from it. He does get revenge, so that's pretty scary for us, but... Okay, come on. Sigil here.
You have been sentenced.
Okay. Big boy. Big boy. Okay, we trade our 7/7.
By order of the Auric Bank.
So we don't want to take 2 in the air again, so I think we are just gonna kill the flyer. No way he rips that off the top. Wow. And that's a stealth unit. Okay, well. We stumbled a turn or two too long, and our opponents had amazing luck, so not much more to say about it than that. That's really disappointing. Okay. Okay. God, why? Our deck is, not being kind to us. On the draw, that first hand was a snap keep. Like, you just snap that right off. But, we couldn't take another 2-lander. No decisions here, just sigil and play the first thing we can. We can't block, so we'll play him. Play our legendary pass. Let's see, so he can block with both to kill it. Yeah, that seems not great. So what we'll do is we'll put on the shield and then we'll attack with him. The other thing that does is, obviously in fire, most of their removal's damage based, so 8's way out of range of anything. And it lets us get in the attack to double the top unit's power. Let's see here. What's better? Just enveloping the 4-2 to slow him down? I like that plan. And now we're going to almost get total board advantage here. Play our 6-drop pass. Envelops put in work for us. Yeah, we just gained so much advantage and tempo, it's called. He couldn't do anything. Okay. We have no playables. This is a keep. Maybe. I think it's close. We're on the play, so that slows him down enough for us to draw something we can play, which we did. And we already had 3 sigils, so we just need 1 more to unlock 2 of our units. And now that lets us block Ursa Squadron. And it does give us another maximum power. So if we can rip a fire sigil here... What is with these, like, constructed, like, ranked level decks we're going against? Okay, we got the sigil. Okay, so I decided to go with the growing sludge so we could try to start growing it as quick as possible. The other thing this does is... sorry about that. When he attacked and we passed, there was a pause, which means he could have... He had some type of fast spell. So now that we know that, we can make our blocks with that in mind. So we double block here, we let him use his Iona's feet. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we're going to play our legendary, pass the turn. Now we finally block the Ursa Squadron. If he has a second Iona's Fury there, like, I guess he got us, but...
Not every weapon needs a blade.
Let's see. Our 9/9 can attack, and we can play some pretty decent blockers. So we can just start eating away at his board.
We strike from the shadows.
Break the barricade.
We aren't out of the woods yet. We still have yet to see Woody Warcried onto 3 or 4 times. Okay, so block here. And I guess we let the 3 damage through. Other fast spells. No, I guess not. Okay, that was really, really good for us. Do we press our advantage here and just attack with both? Nah, I don't think so. We're climbing. I should have attacked with the 3/3. So the 4/5 can block his guy, and we're kept safe by the fact we have telekinetic shackles. So that was a misplay there. Okay, that's the overwhelm guy, huh? Give one of your units +5/+5. We're gonna block that spell with telekinetic shackles. Play him and pass. I don't think our opponent has any real plays here. Yes, please. Okay, this is really good for us. We get to draw Sigil. Now we attack with the 9/9. And we can play our big dinosaur. And basically this still gives us great blocks for his field.
Bastion must be destroyed.
Or let's see, can we just soak up? No, we need to soak up all of his damage, essentially. So we'll trade our big dinosaur for his big Warcry guy. Okay, that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. I was thinking you would go for the double block there. So maybe that wasn't quite the right attack. I feel like I just wasted that spell when I shouldn't have. I didn't need it. All that did was give me a double power on the top unit of our deck. It's kind of like, how lucky do we get? Do we draw that unit right off the bat, or is there 2 sigils and a hip shot at the top? Well, so now we... Wait, now we win. We attack with everything. He has to block him. Yeah, he shouldn't have attacked there. Okay, well. I don't know what our opponent was thinking, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. What do we got here? We have a keep. A little sigil heavy, but we have a 6-drop in hand. This basically counts as a sigil in our deck, so... But we have 3-drop. We have 6-drop, so we have something early enough and something to do late if we just don't get anything else. Okay, we don't need to get the blueprints off right away, so we'll lead with our 2-faction thing. If he has a 2-drop here, I mean, he's gonna get off to a nice start against us. He has a fast spell here. It was a very obvious pause. When it attacks, he gains. Okay, I mean, I guess I'm really happy he didn't get a chance to play that earlier. So we'll play 3-drop that can block his 3-drop. He has something that costs 1 and is a fast spell, so telekinetic shackles, I guess. I mean, rather bait it out now. That's what I'm guessing it is. It's fine. Better to have him kill our 3-drop than something more important. Okay, Fire Sigil, and we'll play the 4-3 as it can still block his 3-2, and we're happy to just trade with units on his board. And if he doesn't attack into it, and we need to attack back, I'm also not too worried. And if he wastes a removal spell here, or another fast spell, nothing. Okay. I need an opening to be able to take off the turn to play this, and that is the exact opening I was needing. So I'll play Worm Calling. Draw 2 amazing cards, and then we'll play our blueprints. Oh no, I played the wrong sigil. Oh boy, we need 3 of each, and I played the Fire Sigil. Okay, that's okay, and now this is getting a little absurd. I guess, do we want to see what it is first? It doesn't really help us at all, I guess. Yeah, I'll just play the 7/7. If it's growing sludge, we're kind of in trouble. So what I might do here is amplify it just to see. Although I guess that doesn't really do anything for us. So we'll just play ours too and have a growing sludge war. No. Okay, so I'm down to trade here. We have another in hand. Let's play big boy, pass the turn. This has to be a growing sludge. I'm gonna be so upset. This is gonna be hard to win. I mean, he's fought through almost all of our top end. One of our growing sludges, he's halfway through my sandworms populous controller. Or wait, that wasn't this game. That was last game. What could it be that he's not? It's gotta be growing sludge. Okay, so next turn I'll be able to amplify Ruin of Relocation twice. So basically we need to play growing, we need to act like this is just like a 30-30 or however many turns have passed. Keeps hovering over our guy. I don't know why. Okay, so we'll return them both. I mean, I don't think he can protect against that. He can't give them Aegis in these colors. Yep. That's what I was worried about. Okay. So it's 17-17. So we need telekinetic shackles. Or we can draw our legendary. Oof. And we don't have the one cost up. Okay. I don't think we have a choice but to just go for it.
Nothing gets past me.
Okay, return it to his hand. He's got another fast spell. Okay, we need to not draw another sigil. Not getting that Mystic Embers is really hurting us. Ugh, wow, that feels bad. That was like literally the one thing we didn't want. Okay, we'll telekinetic shackles all three. We need to just get legendary in our own growing sludge into just unit to chump, unit to chump, unit to chump. We need our opponent to start bricking, and they still have 5 cards in hand. Basically, if we see another sigil, we lose. And our opponent doesn't know what he's doing. That feels pretty bad. Using it at slow spell speed. He saw as another fast spell. If we attack with both, and he lets one through, it's not game. Because he'll block the 7/7. We need to just hope he makes a bad play here, I think. Don't double block, don't double block. I think we win this by getting lucky. Like, I think that's the only way we win this. So Detonation Cannon is our out to victory here. He probably, in all actuality, should have double blocked there to kill my guy. Okay, now if he attacks, he blocks with the 2/2. Okay, hip shot off the top, kill the 2/2. What else do you have in hand? Oh. Oh, that card's really not good. Attack with a 7/7. If he doesn't block, which he might not. Okay. We play the 3/3. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, he drew sigil. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Think about this. We attack with both. He blocks the 7/7. He takes 3 going to 5. Oh my god, we are this close. This is all who just bricks harder. Did he draw another sigil? Or did he draw something? Oh no! Okay. Okay. They're still good. We got telekinetic shackles. Oh my god.
We strike from the shadows.
Okay. Oh, wait. But I block with 1/1, and then I have the removal spell for his 4/3. Wow. That was You guys were seeing the most ridiculous games I've played. Oh my god. Okay, our patented, apparently, this week, one sigil hand. And this I like. So we won't be able to save our blueprints here, and we'll fire it off straight away to get a second time influence. That way we can play our worm calling directly on turn 3. Ooh, that does feel bad though. We could have waited, but then we wouldn't have been able to play worm calling exactly on 3. Let's see, if things it could be, I would rather just block, although that's not a great block. So we actually know our next card, right? So since that's the case, I'm just going to play something that can block the few things that the 2/2 can't. And the reason I know I'm not going to have a 4-drop here, so I don't mind playing Worm Calling on turn 4. And then, obviously, next turn, another sigil, hopefully, we'll be able to just play the actual worm. So this successfully blocks any 3-cost thing, barring a pump spell, but, I mean, I'm glad to use something. Okay. Fine with that. It's a good unit. We aren't worried about that. We could actually kill it with Detonation Cannon, but I don't think killing a 1/4 is where we want to be. Okay. Fire Sigil off the top. In fact, Fire Sigil and then any sigil. Well... So we are going to play it, and play our Sandworm. Okay, can bounce back our guy, that's fine. So I'm guessing this is either the 3/2 with Valor or the 3/3. In that case, we'll take it, yep. If we block there, it would save us 3 damage, but I would rather keep a unit. Okay. I mean, play our strongest guy. Getting the Marshal would be so amazing here. Okay, at this point we are now going to block to save the damage. Since we have everything in hand, we just need to be able to play it. And we can't do 2 things a turn no matter what we do. So we'll play our biggest guy that can block his unit. That was a surprising... Some of our opponents, man. Okay. That was a really amazing draw for us. I'm going to attack with the 7/5. And I don't think our opponent has removal. Otherwise, he would have used it to kill our big boy. So what I'm going to do here is play our rare. That way it gives us enough blockers to deal with his Populous Controller. Now, once again, if I had no idea of what's in his hand, I would have led with a Sandworm. Just because this is easier to kill, and when this dies, I lose both of my Sentinels. Now, that being said... I know this is going to seem weird, but I think the right I think the right play here is to save us the life. We have so much in hand that we just need to be able to draw. So now the 7-5 can... I would rather play this. Oof, this is going to start getting tough here. These are the only two I can double spell in a turn. I still think that's the best bet. We play Sandworm, he goes to attack, we have to trade. Block here and here. That way our more valuable thing is on the weaker unit, meaning hopefully he can't save his Populous Controller. If this is Telekinetic Shackles, that's a different story. But see, now he loses his Populous Controller still. We do lose ours and he keeps his, but we have plenty of things to play here. And what we'll do, now we can finally double spell.
We struck from the shadows.
So, I'm leading off here just because I would really like that other sigil. That way we can play 3-drop into killing one of his units here. You've got to be kidding me. I think we basically just lost. We can only take out 2 of them. Yeah, Fiery Fissure. We play both of these. He can't kill us. We're just gonna have to hope we can get lucky again and
To shreds.
kill him, I guess. Okay, he's not going to leave any blockers. We'll be able to give one of our guys Overwhelm here. Okay, give the 7/7 +3/+1 an Overwhelm. We need to finish him this turn. What if we use Fiery Fissure? Killing the 5/4. I needed more time to think there, unfortunately. Oh my god. So we got the game in question up here. Now, if I did the Detonation Cannon, I have enough to double amplify it, which deals 8 damage to him. He goes to 9. We know the top thing he draws in his deck is the +5/+5 Revenge. And we know the card in hand is just the worm relic or whatever he played. So if we just detonation cannoned him down to 9, we attack with everything. I mean, realistically, with how he blocked, he wanted to save the 1/3. So even if we don't detonation cannon first, he goes 1/3 on the 1/4 to keep it alive. The 3/4 potentially just eating. Yeah, this. Oh my god, that was so bad. Let's assume he does the best block possible, which is the 1/3 and the 3/4 on the 10/8. That's 7 health. He takes 3, 6, 7, going down to 10. We can't deal him enough. If we play detonation cannon first, double amplify him down to 9. We attack our relic weapon on the 1/3, bring his health down to 1. If he goes for that same block, well, then I guess he would block the 1/3, because that saves more damage. And then he takes 6, 7 surviving. In fact, if I was in his spot, I would probably block the 1/3 on the 1/4 and eat the 3/1, taking 10, going down to 7. And even if he tried to soak up more damage and go here, he takes 6, 9, bring him down to 8, and then we double amplify for the win. So the correct move here was to attack with everything before playing the relic weapon. So this hand, we're going first 2 sigils. We have a 2-drop, a 1-drop, but we'll take a redraw. I think that was an easily keepable hand. But I'm also partially distracted thinking about that last game. There was definitely a way we could have played different to win that. And my mind always goes to think, like, what could I have done differently to have changed that or do better, right? And those are the close games where you're like, yeah, I screwed something up. Okay, so we're going to kill his living example. It's just a really powerful unit. Growing every unit he draws by +1/+1 is just some pretty big game. So, okay, the Eternal Gods decide to give me back the loss the win that I should have had. Get our wonderful free pack here. So I'm still thinking about that last game. We're gonna go back and see. Okay, here. So lead with our 2 faction thing. We have no 1-cost things to play. No reason to save it. Might as well get in for 1 damage. We see how important 1 damage is. He could potentially have a fatal misstep.
We strike from the shadows.
Interesting. It must be a 3-power thing for him to block that confidently. And then we'll hip shot his 1/1, just because that can grow. It could be a pretty annoying flyer. And then we will fire off the ruin, just because we want to keep growing our power. But I'm using hip shot instead of detonation cannon just because we can amplify that. So attack with the 1-3. Maybe he's stupid and uses removal.
You are cleared to ride.
It was worth a shot. This is the fatal misstep test, because he definitely would have killed this, I think. Maybe not if he had Populous Controller in hand.
Pity would weaken us.
Okay. This is kind of unfortunate. We'll use Detonation Cannon, but I'll take 6 damage from that to kill it. We have no reason to use our 5 cost removal on that thing. Now we can play our big dinosaur because it's the most expensive thing we can do. But maybe there are just 3 factions. Yeah.
Rend them to shreds.
Our opponent's not doing something, so they also have tricks
A
here.
well-placed coin.
Okay, that's frightening. Okay, that's a good draw for us. And we'll put it on the thing with the highest power. That's fine, we'll let that happen. I could have used telekinetic shackles there, but that ruins the whole surprise of it. Why is it saying continue? That was very strange. You know what? It's not very cost efficient, but this does put us ahead by quite a bit. We'll fire it off here. Now we get to attack with our 7/7/5. And now we get to telekinetic shackles. And we get to 2-for-1 him. Because he used the fast spell plus his unit. And all we used was telekinetic shackles. That, however, is an issue. Random enemy unit with power less than her. Wow, really? Okay, we'll play Sandworm Calling. We are in trouble. Oh. Okay, that's fine with me. Okay, our opponent's drawing on all cylinders, huh? I almost don't want to play this, because then we essentially lose a unit every time he does. So it doesn't even really help us at all. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I think the... Our opponent's drawing quite well. So you have to press the advantage here. Now we do want to play 2 units.
Break the barrack.
Get the 3-1. Hopefully he drew a sigil. And then if he goes for the attack, we... Or wait a minute. Do we just take this? And then we only lose if he has a burn spell in hand? This is risky, but oh my god. So he has to block a 7/7. Okay, so we made the right call there. Unless he has a fast spell in hand, but we have Envelop up. Okay. So if we give him Plated Goliath, we lose, right? He takes... If it takes Plated Goliath, we lose. Versus if we play Nurturing Sentinel, if it takes any of them, we'll be fine. It's fine. Block. And now we envelop his 8/6. That gets rid of his weapon that was buffing it so it could take the Sandworm.
You're out of here.
We attack with both forcing the block. If he gets a way to buff its power, that's game. Or wait, it's at the start of a turn, so it doesn't even matter. No way! What? Oh my god. We work for our comebacks. We don't... Oh, man. God, that feels bad. Ugh. Let's ship it back. Just, that's the type of hand, if you just don't... If you draw any more sigils, you're literally drawing a blank card just because you have nothing to play. We had the 2-cost Detonation Cannon, which just trades with a 2-drop and then a 6-drop, so... Oh my god, I can't...
You got a problem?
It's just a pretty good thing to kill right off the bat, huh? It saves us 3 health. And even though our 3/3 could also trade with it, it does save us the 3 health, and now our 3/3 can trade with that.
We strike from the shadows.
Okay. It's fine, we're still trading 1 for 1. And he couldn't grow his board there.
You are cleared to ride.
Spear Frenzy Warrior. I'm not going to block here, and the reason is by keeping this unit around...
Keep it moving.
Okay, that's fine. We have to attack, but he has no blocks that can kill it. So we play this, and now we can play Growing Sludge. That way it can start growing as quick as possible. I assume our opponent will rattle off a response right away, as they tend to do. No, okay. And our opponent didn't attack. Okay. So, attack with a 4-3, it has to attack. And we'll play Apraxis Blueprints. We'll now get the relic because we did it properly, and then we'll play Growing Sludge. And once again, we just want to get them going as quick as possible.
Do as I do.
Okay, at this point, what I want to do is put the weapon on her, and oh no, I meant, that's my bad. I meant to bounce the flyer. That's not great, but oof. That was a rough double block. I was imagining you would just block it with the first guy to just see what it is. Block with a 1-1.
Look inward.
At this point, our opponent's in a lot of trouble. So if we pay 7 to make the 1-1s, he has blocks on all the 1-1s, but then he's taking massive damage. Yeah, I think we're fine to just attack like this. Nine of the face. And play Nurturing Sentinel, and that allows us to play the Sigil and amplify getting the relic. So even if our opponent has a board wipe here, I can't... That's a really good draw for him, though. He gets to draw 3, but I think it's going to be too little too late. Okay, that does kill it. So we're going to pay 7 here to get our 1-1 since most of his guys are exhausted. Pretty easy win there. Get this last win here. This seems fine. I'm going to keep this. We have 2 to 3 sigils. We don't have fire, but Praxis Blueprints will get us that influence. And we're on the draw, so... Okay, play that. We'll get our fire influence straight away. That way we can play our turn drop, 2-drop on curve. Words are hard.
Break the barricade.
And now we just want to see sigils, really. What was that? Pay 3 to exhaust a unit? That's fine. We'll attack with the 3-1 just because it's free damage. Our opponent's playing over their 45 cards. So, please, 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 if you take anything from my channel, you always play the least amount of cards your deck is allowed to have. And the reason is, I guarantee you, also playing a lot of weaker cards. If he has this many cards in deck, you know, instead of just having all good cards, because he has a bunch of extra ones, he's going to have a lot of, like, really weak spells that don't really do anything, or units that are just understated. You never want to do it. So my question here is, do I want to trade my 3-1 for his random unit. And I think I'm fine with that trade. We have a pretty powerful hand here. That just goes to show you his cards aren't that amazing. And now we're keeping his board clear, that way hopefully this guy can attack. Oh, which conveniently. So we still can't amplify the sketch yet. We'll attack here. He doesn't have a good block. There's no way he's 2 factions and this many cards in deck. He would need to be playing every single card he opened. So we'll attack. And instead of playing this and amplifying, we want to keep building our board advantage. So we'll play the other Sigil and then Populous Controller. You want to secure your board advantage first before taking your whole turn off to use your power to just not affect the board, really. And what did he do? He took his whole turn off to exhaust this guy to get into an attack, but he's still losing on board, so he attacked us for 3. We're attacking him for 10. So, yeah, that's, I don't really know what our opponent was thinking there. And I guess we just solidify our board with that. That could have been a space where we just take off the turn to do that, but I just kind of want to put the final nail in the coffin, per se. If he was playing Justice and he had enough for a board wipe, something that kills all units, then I definitely just would have held on to the board advantage I did have and went for the relic play. But this is game. He has to block. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't really know what our opponent's doing, but obviously you would never play the Sigil and amplify before you attack, but no matter how he blocks, since he doesn't have any power, we knew that was game. Okay, kind of underwhelming last game there, but we're 22-8. We've won 7-3, 8-2, and then 7-3. And one of those 3 losses, our opponent top decked the Sigil that gives this guy ghost form. You can't do anything about that. Your opponent's going to top deck against you and get lucky, and it's just a part of the game. But that was really close, should have been our win. And there was the our second loss. I'm still happy. If we get another 8-2, that would be 30-10. That's an amazing league run. And at this rate, we're already at our minimum prize threshold of the 500 tier. Once again, is above 20 wins. Essentially, you need above a 50% win rate to get to here. If you're 21-19, you're basically right at 490, that area. So we're already there. We hit our minimum goal, but we're gonna see how far we can take it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in next week's league video. Peace.